Quick tips and tricks on the new Naturalist role. I'm gonna answer the most popular questions about the new role in Red Dead Online. How to get samples, where can you buy this role, and in general how to level up this role quickly. First of all, to buy the Naturalist role you have to visit Strawberry and go to the house located in the yellow area. Once you're gonna enter the house, the cutscene will begin, and at the end of the scene you will be able to buy the role for 25 gold bars. Once you're gonna do that, crazy bitch is gonna knock you out with some unknown drug. Well, basically she's a good naturalist, you know, the friend of the animals and stuff like that, but I'm gonna call her crazy bitch because that's what she is. Anyway, now you are a naturalist. Unlike other roles, for the naturalist role there are two quest NPCs, which is kinda weird, they both exist in multiple locations at the same time in Red Dead Online. Anyway, first NPC is named Gus and he prefers killing and hunting over kissing animals. His locations on the map are marked with this sign. Second role NPC is a crazy and her locations on the map are marked with a magnifier sign. Unfortunately, if we want to level up the role and buy the receipts for this role, we would have to work with the crazy. By the way, her character is a perfect satire, I mean, good job Rockstar, good job. Now let's talk about the main ways of earning the naturalist experience. First of all, we are earning experience when we're selling blood samples to the crazy bitch. How do we get blood sample? Pretty easy, we need a varmint rifle and special ammo for it. Sedative varmint rifle cartridges, you can buy them from crazy bitch as well. They also can be crafted if you're gonna buy the receipt, but I don't suggest you to do this unless you have a ton of money, it's not the best investment. When we have this ammo, we're just shooting the animal with it until the hitting mark goes red. It means that we have made enough shots and the animal will fall asleep in a few seconds. So we can stop shooting now. Keep in mind that for different sized animals, different amount of shots is required. For example, small animals like rabbit or snake usually goes asleep after 2 shots. Occasionally you're gonna need to make 3 shots. For bigger animals like deers, it will be enough to make 5 shots in most cases. Sometimes it's gonna require make 6 shots. And the biggest and toughest animals like alligators, for example, will fall asleep after 7 shots. And I'm not quite sure yet what exactly affects the amount of shots that you're gonna take. It's definitely not the damage from damage ability cards and not the fact whether your weapon is clean or dirty. Headshots doesn't seem to matter much as well, so I guess it's either random or sometimes when you're hitting a leg you will have to make another shot. For small animals most of the time you're gonna make 2 shots, for bigger animals you have to make 5 shots and for the biggest animals you're gonna make 7 shots. Anyway, few seconds after you're gonna make enough shots, the animal will turn to sleep, so you can just take your blood sample. You also have an option to revive animal, if you of course bought the special revive cure for $5 from the crazy bitch. And looking at this price, I'm not quite sure whether she's crazy. Anyway, I strongly don't suggest you to do this because you're getting absolutely nothing. You're spending $5 and some time, and all you get is only extra 10 experience points. Well, actually 11 points because you probably gonna have the outlaw pass and there is a roll XP booster here for 15% on the first level. But still, it's not worth it. Also, the animal that you revived is kinda useless. It has like lowest quality pelt and you cannot even make a photo of this animal to unlock the achievement, it's not gonna count. Also, occasionally there can be some other players around, and if you're gonna leave the animal sleeping, the other player will also be able to take the blood sample. Of course, if you are reviving animal, you are getting good boost to your in-game reputation. But I checked it, and if you're not reviving animal, you're not losing any sort of reputation. Neither general reputation in-game, nor reputation with a crazy bitch. And yes, there is some sort of reputation like that. For example, if you're gonna be killing and skinning animals too often, crazy bitch will know about this somehow, and when you will try to talk to her, she will do this. What a lovely lady. But don't worry, after 10 to 15 minutes she'll be fine, and you will be able to make some business with her again. By the way, I haven't tested this yet, but I think that maybe when she's gonna get mad at you, reviving the animals will help a little bit and reduce this time that you're not able to communicate with her. Anyway, now when you have the samples, you can sell them. The price of the sample depends only on the type of the animal, not on the initial quality. You're not gonna get too much money for each sample, but you are getting naturalist experience, and that's interesting, because for any sample from the simple not legendary animals you are getting exactly 50 base experience points. So with the boost from the level 1 outlaw pass you're gonna get 57 experience points. Also, when you give in the animal sample you are getting the stamp in the animal's book. It's like the collections for the collector's roll. We have different categories with 11 to 14 animals in each, and we want to collect all the stamps. Because when we have all the stamps, we can change it and get the money and experience. For this specific collection I've got $80 and 1150 experience points for the naturalist role, which is quite a lot, because we need 2000 experience points to get one level, just like with any other role. So getting and trading these stamps collections is a great way to level up your role pretty fast. And by the way, if you don't know where the animal that you're looking for is living, you can use the interactive map in Red Dead Online. Link will be in the description. Also, there are legendary animals in the game, new mechanics that been introduced with the Naturalist update. You can find them using the legendary animals map that you're gonna get right after buying the role. So you just go to the marked area, hang out for some time, and then the question mark will appear on the minimap, usually, but it's not guaranteed. So you can start tracking down the legendary animal. By the way, sometimes if the mark isn't appearing, you can try to use legendary animals pheromones. They attract legendary animals, but I don't suggest you to do this, because in most cases you're just gonna waste it and will lose $20. Yeah, because as you probably guess, you can buy them for $20 each from the crazy. To be honest, I don't suggest you to hunt legendary animals until level 5, because on level 5 you are getting these skills that will allow you to track them down easier. And even if you're gonna catch them, all you're gonna get is only small amount of money and 200 experience points for the naturalist role. Even with the bonus it's only 230 experience, and it's equal to 4 regular animals. But in most cases to catch legendary animal you will spend much more time, especially on the lower levels. There is something that you also have to know about the legendary animals. They cannot be marked with the painted black, and auto aim doesn't apply to them. And I like it, I honestly like it. So in order to kill this legendary animal you will have to do something, actual aiming in fact. If you're gonna kill the legendary animal, you can either donate its corpse to the creeps and get a lot of materials, or go to the Gus, quote evil naturalist, skin the animal and sell the skin to him. He will pay you money, but you're not gonna get naturalist role XP, and you will be able to craft some cool item. But don't forget, to craft the item you have to sell the material to the Gus first. It works the weird way. By the way, Gus also can craft a lot of cool outfits from the other materials, including trinkets that actually give you some bonuses. Gus looks like a cool guy to me. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna craft a lot of stuff with his help. But let's come back to the crazy bitch, because she can help us to earn more of the naturalist role XP with help of missions. There are two types of missions: regular missions, in which you have to just go and kill some bandits and release the captured animal. You are earning 150 experience points for that, and that's pretty easy XP in my opinion. But second type of missions is much more interesting and gonna help you maxing up the role a lot. I'm talking about legendary animal animal sightings. There are 2 different legendary animals missions, each 48 hours. I've had the beaver and the boar quests and they were pretty easy, granting 300 experience points without the boost on completion, plus the legendary animal blood sample. And giving this legendary animal blood sample to the crazy for some reason granted me more experience, almost 400. So I've earned total of 800 experience points for each of these quests, plus the money. But there is a third way of getting the legendary animals blood samples. I'm talking about the free roam events for the Naturalist role. They are available on level 4 and so far I've seen 2 types of these events. In first you have to protect the legendary animal from the buccaneers and on completion you are getting the legendary animal sample. Second is more profitable. You have to ride around the map and get samples from different animals. On completion you are getting samples from all the animals, including 1 legendary animal sample. And of course some Naturalist role experience. Anyway, you're getting many samples and the most important, you're getting legendary animal sample, which you're gonna need to post the stamp, because I'm pretty sure that the full stamp collection for legendary bounties you're gonna get a lot of money and experience. Anyway, this event is a great way to level up your Naturalist role, so take part in them. By the way, there are other ways of leveling up the Naturalist role that I want to mention. First of all, don't forget about the daily challenges for the role. Completing each daily challenge will grant you a lot of experience and they are not super hard to do. Second of all, achievements for the Naturalist. You can get a little extra experience from there too. And next is studying the animals for the first time grants you 50 experience points. It's not much, but it's pretty easy to do, especially if you're gonna have the new advanced photo camera, because with help of this camera you can at once make a photo of the animal, study it and even track it. So I suggest you to buy it from the catalog for a little more than $500, but in my opinion it's worth it, of course if you like to make photos in the game, otherwise don't buy it. So as you can see, this role is pretty simple, but my overall impression, I like this. I don't know why, because it looks like a mix of the trader and the collector's role, and I like both these roles. I like hunting and I like exploring. Plus the cosmetics from the Naturalist role is awesome, especially the ones that you can get from Gus. Is this the role that gonna get our attention for a long time until December, when we probably gonna see the next big update? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's a role for like 20-30 hours of gameplay maximum. But of course we have to see the next legendary animals to tell this for sure. But I like this role. It's not a masterpiece, not a game changer like heists will be someday. But it has some solid and even interesting gameplay, some cool looking outfits, and maybe, just maybe, it's even profitable. It doesn't look too profitable at the moment, to be honest, but later when I will open all the stamps for legendary animals, I will probably change my mind. I hope that payouts there will be impressive. It was my opinion, please tell me yours in the comments, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, до свидания.